Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I've got some very important updates that you as a cryptocurrency holder and investor should know about. We're going to talk about JP Morgan looking to start crypto trading soon, Elon Musk being featured on the cover page of the Financial Times talking about crypto going mainstream, and the mayor of Miami has made some big progress with the integration of Bitcoin into the city's services. Before we break it down, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, friendly reminder, I uploaded my interview with Jeremy Allaire, the CEO of Circle, earlier today. You don't want to miss that interview. We touch on Bitcoin, DeFi, Ripple XRP, many different things in the market, guys. Be sure to check it out. Now, right now, the market looks great. Bitcoin is at $47,740. Ethereum is at $1,859, looking really bullish there. Cardano at 94 cents, XRP back over 60 cents, currently sitting at 61 cents. And what I love, or what I saw today that really was bullish for me was Chainlink touched $30 and it went over $30. It's actually at $31, so it just refreshed. Looking very bullish here, guys. Money to be made. Those of us who've been here since the bear market, our portfolios look amazing right now, right? I'm sure many of you are happy about it. So guys, check this out. Financial Times just published front page of the Financial Times UK edition, Saturday, February 13th. And here you have Elon Musk on the cover with also the BNY logo, because we heard about BNY Mellon will be offering crypto custody. Here's what the headline says: Is Bitcoin going mainstream? Why Musk and America's oldest bank are backing the digital currency. Guys, we are heading into, or we are a part of the paradigm shift, and it's only getting greater and greater as the days go by, as we have big players like Elon Musk and some of the banks in the United States taking, and around the globe as well, taking a position in crypto. Not only that, Miami's mayor, who I interviewed just a couple of weeks ago, or 1 week ago, I should say, time is moving by pretty fast, and he talked about paying his employees in Bitcoin, people being to pay taxes in Bitcoin, and allocating some of the city's treasury reserve into Bitcoin. Well, looks like he made some progress here, guys. Let me play it for you here.
I want to thank the City of Miami Commissioners for supporting my resolution, which directs the city manager, after analysis, to procure a vendor to be able to offer our employees to get a percentage of their salary in Bitcoin, allows our residents to pay for fees in Bitcoin, and also would allow the city manager to cooperate with Miami-Dade County to allow for taxes to be paid in Bitcoin. It also requests of the state legislature that the City of Miami supports efforts to make Bitcoin an acceptable currency for us to potentially invest in the future. It's wonderful to be a very crypto-forward city in the City of Miami, and I want to thank my commission colleagues for allowing that to happen.
Very bullish, my friends. This is just the start, because he's going to look at investing, of course, some of the city's treasury in Bitcoin. But the fact that you can pay taxes, you as an employee of the city can get paid in Bitcoin or partially paid in Bitcoin, that is bullish. And let me give you an example. Andrew Yang, who we all know is very crypto friendly, obviously was a presidential candidate at one point, and he's running for mayor of New York City. Here's what he tweeted just yesterday. As mayor of New York City, the world's financial capital, I would invest in making the city a hub for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Do you see what's happening here, my friends? Crypto is going to a new level, and not even to levels that I could have imagined. As you know, over the years, I talked about banks and credit card companies and stock exchanges getting into the market. Now we have politicians, both local and federal, that are looking to have Bitcoin be put on the balance sheets of cities and states. And look, this could go to the level of central banks, right? Maybe not in the United States as far as the central bank level, but certainly like countries like Venezuela and Argentina and countries, many different countries in Africa, right? So guys, this is so bullish. I don't even have the superlatives to describe this, how great this is. But we are seeing a surge in demand, and both from the public and private sector here. This is huge, and obviously the government sector. Now, here's the other big news. JP Morgan will offer Bitcoin trading if there is client demand, says COO. AKA they are already planning to do it because they would be idiots not to. The demand is growing. The masses will be FOMOing soon. And a lot of the big players on Wall Street are jumping in. So it's either you innovate or you die. You put your stake in the crypto market to try to capture as much as you can to earn revenue, or you will be left behind and you will become a blockbuster. You will be disrupted. So JP Morgan co-president and COO Daniel Pinto has said that the banking giant will support Bitcoin trading if there is client demand for it. Here's a quote: "If over time an asset class develops that is going to be used by different asset managers and investors, we will have to be involved." Absolutely. Pinto told CNBC in an interview published Friday, "The demand isn't there yet, but I'm sure it will be at some point." Once again, sometimes these guys put these statements out. They don't want to say, hey, we were going to launch it now, whatever, right? They want to kind of let the market, or at least their competitors, know, hey, you know what, we're thinking about it. But I'm telling you guys, they've had their boardroom meetings about it. They're planning to do it. It's not a matter of demand, because if this was 3 years ago, I would say, okay, yeah, it's a matter of demand. But now, with hedge funds and billionaires getting in, the demand is there. They see what Grayscale, the inflows Grayscale is getting, and they want a cut of that, right? So last month, JP Morgan reportedly held a meeting with thousands of traders and sales staff around the world, and the company has asked when it will get involved with Bitcoin. And Pinto reportedly struck an optimistic tone. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon has previously spoken skeptically of Bitcoin, calling it a fraud. So those of you who were here in 2017, Jamie Dimon said, don't talk to me about it. It's a scam. It's a fraud. He also told the news media that if he catches any one of his people at JP Morgan buying or messing with his stuff, they'll get fired. So this was when they were, he was really against it. I think, guys, it was a smoke and mirrors move, and I've talked about it on this channel. What do I mean by that? They put out a narrative in the public to get the masses to not look at it, to do the opposite of what they're doing, and they were accumulating. And now they flipped the narrative, right? And we've seen that with many different folks who have once at one point just trashed Bitcoin and crypto. Even Mark Cuban. He was saying, I would take bananas over Bitcoin. Now he's all on board. The Dallas Mavericks are accepting Bitcoin. So, guys, those of us who have been here a long time and holding, we are being vindicated. We are certainly looking like geniuses now because we were ahead of the curve. But trust me when I tell you, some of this is smoke and mirrors, meaning that, what they said years ago to get the masses not to pay attention, certainly a distraction, and they were accumulating. Now, here's some big news. Jack Dorsey, who's of course CEO of Twitter and Square and so forth, big time Bitcoin bull. Here's what he tweeted. JayZ, the hip hop artist, and I are giving 500 Bitcoin to a new endowment named Bitcoin Trust, or B Trust, to fund Bitcoin development, initially focused on teams in Africa and India. It'll be set up as a blind, irrevocable trust, taking zero direction from us. We need 3 board members to start. Guys, do you see what's happening? Bitcoin is just seeping into the social, society, mainstream. All different types of people are coming into the market. And take a look at the sponsorships and the marketing that's happening. YouTube celebrity, I guess you could call her Michelle Phan. Many of you know who she is. Look at this. She tweeted, there might be a free Bitcoin giveaway tomorrow. Stay tuned. Here we have Lindsay Lohan has been tweeting about Bitcoin. And once again, some of this is sponsored. And Justin's son is trying to pay everybody under the sun to tweet about Tron. But the point is, the market's heating up and everybody's getting involved in one way or the other. So here, Summer Rae tweeted, who knows about Litecoin? Trust me, she didn't just tweet that on her own, right? So I think you all see what's happening here, but these are the things that happen in a bull market. And that's why, sometimes the dumb money gets caught at the top, unfortunately. You don't want to buy the top, right? To keep it real with you guys. Now, here's some big news. The first North American Bitcoin ETF approved by Canadian securities regulator. That should read approved by U.S. regulators, right? But unfortunately, the U.S. needs to get its act together. But we do believe, look, an ETF will be approved this year. We saw the Hester Pierce, commissioner at the SEC, said she's ready. She's ready for it. They're ready for it, and hopefully we get it this year. By the way, guys, I'll be interviewing one of the folks at Bitwise, which is trying to get an ETF approved. So that interview is happening on Monday, so you don't want to miss that one. So the Ontario Securities Commission gave its blessing Thursday. So Canada is pro-crypto. I interviewed one of the guys from 3IQ, which is the Grayscale of Canada, and their respective funds are listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. They have the green light. So anyway, things are moving ahead. We just need this to be approved by U.S. regulators, not Canadian regulators, even though this is a move in the right direction. And the U.S. better get its act together. So guys, PayPal will be expanding its crypto services to UK residents. CEO Dan Schulman said last week the company would add crypto buying, selling, and custody features to Venmo and select international markets in 2021. The Venmo rollout is coming very soon. So, of course, we heard about the PayPal news last year. It did well for PayPal, the website and app. They saw increased logins. They saw some revenue from the crypto trading. So, of course, PayPal owns Venmo, and this is going to open it up to millions of other users. And guess what? The demographics of Venmo versus PayPal, it's more millennials on Venmo, right? PayPal is more of my mom and dad, my grandma, grandpa, but Venmo is more of your millennials and people who send money, in a social aspect, because you can share, okay, I just paid this person whatever money for whatever publicly. And this is going to bring a lot more individuals and retail investors into the market, guys. Very bullish. So things are just going to keep heating up, and we're going to see some big surges in price. These prices that we're seeing right now, a few months from now, will look very low because, I've talked to Dan Moorhead at Pantera Capital, and he's predicting $115,000 Bitcoin price by August, right? And so far, his respective price targets each month has been on track. And that's a fact because he's been sharing that publicly for years now. So I think we're going to see some record-breaking prices. So as always, know what you're doing. Have a plan. Are you cashing out? Are you staking? Are you lending? Are you just holding on forever? Whatever you're doing. And you can check out my cash out plan video. Link will be in the description. Now, guys, Kyrgyzstan central bank plans to introduce licenses for crypto exchanges. The central bank of the Kyrgyz Republic wants to provide crypto investors with the same level of protection that is already in place in traditional finance. Love it. This is what every country needs to do. They just need to embrace it, right? Versus like the Nigerian central bank guys are like going crazy about Bitcoin. Their fiat is trash, it's garbage, and they're scared of Bitcoin. And we see India keeps having bipolar episodes of they're going to ban Bitcoin, they're not going to ban Bitcoin. It's like crazy. But some of these countries, I think with large populations and maybe some folks in the government are still backwards thinking in a way. They're not forward thinking. And I'm not saying that's everybody in the country or everybody in the government. I'm just saying the majority maybe having the power there don't like the disruption that's coming. But look, there's a younger generation. Don't get me wrong. There's older generation that are forward thinking and tech focused, and they'll eventually win this battle, right? But it's great to see countries like this are moving in the right directions to get things positioned well for the market. So big news here, and I hope to see other countries do the same. And I think they will. Remember, game theory. No one wants to get left behind. This is definitely about, or I should say, it gives you the ability, if you embrace this crypto asset class, to improve your GDP, raise new revenues, tax revenues, create new jobs. That's why I'm like, why is the U.S. dragging its feet? We are in a pandemic. We're sort of coming out of it with vaccines and all that. And when they open this economy, they got to create jobs. They got to get, some of the new jobs going because there's some old jobs that died because of this pandemic, right? A lot of restaurants closed down. So the point is they need to embrace this new asset class and get things going. And I'm hoping the current administration will do that. But guys, like I said, these prices here, get ready for this to double, triple, whatever it may be. We're going to see some really parabolic moves coming. When the likes of a JP Morgan is talking about launching crypto trading, when Elon is getting featured on the Financial Times cover talking about is Bitcoin going mainstream with the BNY Mellon logo, you know what's coming. So just get ready, know what you're doing, have your plan. And, I think those of us who've endured the brutal bear market will be rewarded significantly. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those of you who are new listening that you can't make money, but I'm just talking to, folks who've been here a while, because it was rough going through the bear markets, right? It was bloody, man. But if you stuck to your guns and you looked at the facts and the fundamentals, it's going to pay off. And obviously some of you entering the market now, there is you have to be patient. You have to understand market cycles, and sure, you have the ability to make money because we are still early. We're not at the top of the bull market yet, right? At the peak. I think that's going to be later this year. And just have a plan. Know what you're going to price points you're going to cash out on, or whatever you're doing. So guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.